What is going on with my freaking gloves? Oh, it's on the wrong hand.
Release the Kraken!
G'day all. This is just a topic, and to put it simply, I got lucky. And what I mean is, see here, along here it's a 50 zone, right? And I seen a motorbike rider ahead of me, so I thought I'll gun it and catch up to him, you know. And I was making good progress on that. And here it turns into a 60km/h zone, right? So I'm cruising along here like this, la 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 la. And for whatever reason, a split second I've gone, gee, it'd be good if a copper was sitting there over there today. Like they sit behind the trees over there. And sure enough, he's pulled out there and he's just gone to meet you over. So I ended up parking over here. Yeah. And he's come over to me and he's gone, do you realise you were speeding? And I was like, to be honest with you, you know, if you're saying I am, then, you know, there's a good possibility that I might have, you know. And he goes, I'm not going to say how quick I was going. Put it this way, if he was having a shitty day, he could have taken my licence, impounded my bike and said, thanks for coming. That's how quick I was going. Like, I turned around to him and I said, do you realise, he's turned around and gone, do you realise you were doing, you know, such and such in a 50 zone? And my reply to that was, oh, really? I thought it was a 60 zone. And believe me, it would have made no difference. Then he went on to say, how many fines have you had in the past? And I was like, this would be my first one, to be honest with you. But in 12 years of riding and driving, I was quite proud of that record. To be honest with you, I said I rarely look at my speedo. I look at my tachometer to see what gear I'm in sometimes, but I rarely look at it. I just go with the pace of the cars. And he's gone, okay, fair enough. And then he's gone over to his car again and he's started writing up a ticket. And he's turned around and gone, look, this is what I'll do. Since you've been a good bloke to me and, you know, you haven't tried to argue the point that you were speeding, you're admitting that you're at fault, whatnot. He goes, well, say you're doing 8 kilometres over the limit. So in a 50 zone, I was doing 58. I said, yep, that's no worries. And he goes, and better yet, he said, you will lose a demerit point, but he said, you don't have to pay that fine, or this fine that I'm about to give you. And I was like, how does that work? And he goes, well, see on the back here, there's a snob. Cruisers are snobs. Not all of you. Some of them are. Like their shit don't stink. So he's shown me the address on the back and he said, look, all you have to do is write a letter in saying that you've been a good driver for the past 12 odd years. This is your first traffic offence, and he said you'll get off it, no dramas. And I was like, fair dinkum, and he's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, you're a freaking genius. And he just laughed, and then we just started talking about the cricket, on how crappy Australia's performing at the moment. And I said, do you ride motorbikes yourself? He goes, nah, not down here, mate, it's too dangerous. I said, you're not wrong, I've almost been knocked off about 7 times. And he goes, yeah, plenty of old people around here. And I was like, that was my brother. And I was like, yeah, but like we were just sitting there having a good old conversation, eh? We could have been sitting down having a coffee talking about the world. It was an awesome, awesome cop. And he's turned around to me as he's handed me the ticket and he said, look, he said, had you have been caught yesterday, there would have been a tow truck here within 10 minutes and you wouldn't be riding anymore. So, mate, I was so lucky, but the whole time we were having the conversation, I wasn't nervous at all. I wasn't worried about it. You know, I was just like, oh, was I speeding? Oh, okay. You know, if you're saying I am, you know, there's nothing I can say to that. You've got me fair and square, you know. Like, I was completely honest with him. So yeah, that was Kraken's lucky escape, I suppose. or Great Escape. I'm heading up to Arthur's Seat. I've got a lot on my plate, and you'll hear about some of it after this video. Alright guys, take it easy and ride safe. Later.